interrupt this program to bring you
Friday Night Flavas.
Best friggin' day of my life. I got a girl in here.
And if it wasn't for Mustafa, I really doubt anybody else could have saved you from getting knocked out.
Yeah. I got 3/4 of a headphone right now. Yeah. 98.3, y'all. You already know what it is, man. Where hip hop lives. Where hip hop lives, where hip hop gives, not much more than a what. You already know what's up. It's Rakka style banging out like it's a truck, a Nissan or Toyota back in the days, back in the 80s. Representing CA all day, LA all day, AZ all day, LA AZ. But I ain't lazy, homes I'm crazy. Loco straight, freestyle off the top of my tempo, AZ. Hazy, that's the blade, my man AC, Alone and Big Hines on my mind, that's a freestyle, but I spit a little divine. My man Evidence got a little something, rewind, ALC, live in the place to be. My man Babu in 88 keys with me, spit a little something for my little brother Ramses, and for Bootleg K to the E to the V, and my man Complex on the 1200. I'm a hero freestyle like the Nero, I'ma blast that heat, I'ma spit that free, I'ma do it like that, I'ma spit that. Me, Mr. Rakka style, Dilated, that's the people, Rocksteady Cruise, Zulu Nation, yo. And off of Pico and Fairfax, that's a vacation, yo. It's like that, yo, do it recreational. I'm a freestyle spitter, I'm a do that, a big hitter. I'm a never ever quitter, I'm a little bit twisted, I'm a little bit high, I'm a little bit drunk, I don't even know why. I just spit it at the marquee, spit it kind of darkly hard. When I spit that ill, people spark me, spark heat, spark the leaf, spark the green, G-double-E-E-N. When I do it like that, I'ma do it begin. My man 88 keys, won't you let that spin? Yeah.
Oh man, how am I supposed to follow that?
Nah, man.
Damn.
No, we just
I have one rap from 1997.
All right, let's get it.
We want to hear it.
All right. Yeah. Nah. Walking. All right, wait. How to go?
Let's see.
All right, here you go. I never even finished it. Walking outside in the bag of chick. She was all that plus a bag of chips. Stop, stand, stare real hard and squint. Aren't you a star like an asterisk? But nah, shorty, but I did make a master disc for a black star and a batch of kids. Now she was open, she was very glad with this, and so I asked her what she doing after this. She said she gotta get back to her man with kids, but to hit her on the hip if I can handle this. Cool, yo, cause I don't get upset. I beat you off in the crib playing Russian roulette. She laughed at this, I filled the bladder with piss. She said I'm so funny, made her sides get split. Hit me up, honey, like after 6, man's a quarter after 6, so I hit digits. I'm making plans with the miss just to pay visits. She came to the door, then she cocked her lips. She pulled the trigger back, and I'm shocked as shit. She cocked back, shot at my lips. Now I'm gonna de-show hush like apocalypse. In no time, I grabbed the ass and tits. She dropped to her knees like she Catholic. I bust a bus in the mouth cause she asked for it. She went to the sink cause she had to spit. She came back looking real fabulous. Yeah, she's ready to get smashed and shit. So let me tell you something, so you gonna have to sit and obey my commandments on my tablet. I pulled out my hat and unraveled it. My meat popped up like a magic trick. Now you can just picture how I'm stabbing it, but if you can't, try harder to imagine it. Imagine it, man. Imagine this. I woke up next morning to some eggs and shit. She popped up in my bed. I forgot the rest. I literally wrote that back in 1997, and anybody who knows me knows that rap, like to the point where Kanye named that rap, he gave it a title, he calls it That Rap, because anytime people had ciphers, he was like, yo, hey, spit that rap, and that's what they would hear.
Hey, so how'd you hook up with Kanye? Like, break that down.
You know, he was an admirer of my work, you know, at that time, like, from Black Star and J Live and stuff like that, and Mos Def, you know, and I heard of him, like, he did the Truth for Beanie Siegel.
Yeah.
So once he said that, I was like, oh, man, yeah, I know who you are. And he goes, yeah, man, yo, he's like, I'm finna be a star. I'm like, what? He's like, yo, I'm finna be a star. And I couldn't understand him because, you know, I'm from New York, and like he just hit outside, so you know he still had the super thick like Midwest accent, like yeah, this is the joint.
That's the beat right there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So he's like, I'm going to be a star. I'm like, oh, okay. Looking at him like, okay, and he's like, oh, you know, because I rap. I'm like, okay, let me hear something. So he spit his rap. I was like, oh man, that's pretty dope. Then I did my rap. That rap.
Yeah.
And then he liked it. And then, you know, he went, and then I went. I had another rap. Then he went, and then I went, and then I was out. And then he just kept going. I was like, oh, man, that's dope. You know, then studio was shutting down. We both going home. You know, we both hitting the subway. You know, that's back when Kanye West was on public transportation. You know, and Jay-Z was just starting the Blueprint album. So this is back then. So, you know, we both hit the train. And at this time, I lived in Newark, New Jersey. So then we wound up taking the same train to Newark. We was like, oh, shoot, you live here? And he's like, oh, shoot, you live here? I was like, oh, shoot, you live here? He's like, oh, shoot, you live here? Nah. They want me to tell the whole story?
Keep going.
Oh, shoot, you live here? Oh, shoot, you live here? Nah, so, you know, so yeah, we wound up both living in Newark, New Jersey. He came over the next day, you know, we played some beats. But then, like, after we went through my beats and stuff, it was like, you know, he's cool. So, you know, broke out the PlayStation, played PlayStation. I had like a crazy DVD collection. Yeah. You know, I went to his crib after that, like the next day. So his crib, you know, he's playing me beats and stuff like that. Then we was just like hanging out, like ever since then, became best friends. Like he told me, he's like, man, he's like, you know, he's the ultimate salesman. He's like, oh, dog, yo, what you gotta do? Like, yo, anything you love, you gotta be willing to work. You gotta be willing to walk away from in 15 minutes. Man, you ain't seen 15 minutes? You ain't seen that movie? You know, I'm like, hey, you got a point there, but, you know. So I came back to him, I was like, you know what, I'll put the death of Adam in your hands. Like, you know, because he, like, we best friends, so he always has my best interests at heart anyway. You know, so, you know, I know he's gonna look out. And, you know, from him telling me that, I'm gonna make you as big as Amy Winehouse, like, you know, just, I'm like, okay. I heard she's rich and, you know, famous, you know.
She's going places.
I just don't use any drugs. So. So yeah, that's how the whole thing came about. You know, he actually got so hyped and, you know, involved in my project now that same afternoon, like we went to Decon, the record, the indie label that's putting out my album.
Shouts out to Decon for bringing the tour to town, by the way.
Yes, indeed. Peter Bitten, Bender, Jason, go watch. You know, Alma got everything on point. So yeah, man, it was kind of crazy. Like, you know, he walked in the Decon, people like, you know, unannounced. So it was
shout out to my man Evidence EV, who is the Weatherman LP, The Shape of Things to Come. Hey, check it out too, man. Cats and Dogs is dropping next year, man. Evidence stays busy, so we got the new Cats and Dogs project dropping. We're gonna keep that under wraps. I just want to sprinkle the name a little bit.
Cats and Dogs. The Weatherman.
We're definitely gonna be the first ones to play it because Evie usually shows us that love. So
of course, it's all, you know how we go, man. It's all family, man. Shout out to my man Sinker, C2B, and everybody that showed up the marquee tonight and rock with us, man. It was definitely a blast down there for sure. Big up to everybody.